Alright guys, it's Endfielding time. Quick update video. The developers just posted patch notes for an update that launches tomorrow on the February 5th. Out of nowhere, that features optimizations and the free 6-star. Oh yeah, you heard me right. So let's get into this. First up, we have to make team creation easier for administrators and improve the early game experiences in combat and exploration. All administrators who complete the main mission, Chapter 1, Process 1, Break the Siege, shall receive a progress reward, the Designation Selection Permit. Use this permit to designate and acquire one of the 6-star operators featured in the basic headhunting banner. Already, massive W. This is really sick. Hold on before you're worried because you already finished the mission. They got you covered. This item will be delivered by mail. Administrators who have already completed or will be completed the said mission will receive the item after the quick update on February 5th, 2026. So everyone is gonna get this. Moving on, in this block they mentioned that they already included the auto-completion for the simulations and that they nerfed the bosses, and now we have more optimizations ready to go. We have enemy stats optimizations to improve the administrator's exploration experience. We have lowered enemy levels at various exploration levels, including exploration level 6. We have enemy level is reduced from 60 to 55, and then the 55 enemies drop the same loot as level 60 enemies, and the same goes for level 7, where they reduce the levels by 10, so from 70 to 60, and the 60 enemies, level 60 enemies, drop the same thing as the level 70 ones. That's nice. And then we have early game operator progression support, and administrators who reach authority level 16, 17, and 18 will directly receive a number of Therium components for assembling blue quality gear. And then we have the same for purple. Then if you reach authority level 28, 29, and 30, you will receive crystal components for the purple gear. Upon reaching each of the authority levels listed above, administrator will receive enough components to assemble 4 pieces of gear. This is especially nice for nodes, because if I remember, you have missions that tell you to craft blue gear, and there is one that tells you to craft 4 purple gears, so if you haven't done these, this will help you out to finish the mission even quicker. Next, we have the AIC factory control optimizations. A feature to quickly switch all selected facilities on or off has been added to the top view mode. This will make it easier for administrators to quickly allocate power resources during low power. It's nice to have, if you need it, right? Then we have map experience optimizations, distribution of nearby enemies for several TP points. Rare materials gathering sites and mining spots of the map have been adjusted to improve the administrator's experience when setting up ASE facility in these locations. Of course, we have to see what this actually means, or if we have to relocate our zip lines or something. So we'll see, but I guess they also mean that they move the enemies away from the spawn points, or from the TP points. That's nice. And then we have auto optimizations, adjusted difficulty designs for a number of percussive devices. I already read this before. I have no idea what they mean with that. Maybe you guys know, you can let me know down below in the comments. I generally don't know what this means. So those are the optimizations we will get tomorrow, but they have listed a lot that will come in the future. So we have resource allocation experience optimization. Adding more early game headhunting resource and sources. That one is a spicy one, because this basically means they will probably give you more basic tickets and more ways to get pulls, so that's nice. That's really nice. Adding more sources of AIC quota as players have reflected the limited amount of AIC quota available during early game. Okay, nice. Optimizing several tasks in the operational manual. Again, this is also, I don't know what this means, but because I think the operational manual is fine, but we'll see what happens. Optimizing protocol spaces for materials. Players can now challenge these protocol spaces with their team at max HP. So I guess every time you challenge or re-challenge, your team gets a full heal. So that's cool. Then we have some factory changes. So we have optimizing the display of shared facilities in the cutscene. Optimizing the management of shared facilities so they can be deleted directly from the map screen. That's a big one, I think. I wish there was an option to turn them off completely, but maybe we'll get that in the future too. But that's the first step. Optimizing the quick stash logic of filled bottles. Optimizing the UI so the player's own zipline facilities can be better distinguished from shared zipline facilities. I guess we just need to see what that means, but cool, I guess. Adding the minimap during ziplining to improve navigation during exploration. That's also a nice first step, but I would just wish you could open the map completely by pressing M, because currently, when you are on the zipline, you can't open your map. Even if you're just standing still, you cannot open it. You have to leave the zipline and hop off of it. Only then you can reopen the map. That's kind of annoying. Increasing the maximum zoom out of the top view mode, huge. Adding a feature on PC that lets player exit top view mode by pressing the escape key. This is a big one, because I catch myself like literally spamming the escape key and every single time it doesn't work. So this is really good. Allowing AIC facilities construction outside of the core AIC area, and then we have optimized the display of completed simulations and adding engraved medals to for completing simulations. We have interaction of quality of life. Optimizing the acceptance of new missions after mission completion to improve the clarity of mission guidance and navigation. I so far didn't have any issues with the navigations, but sure. Adding tips or missions that can unlock new areas. That's nice. Optimizing the mail cache. Rare getables can now go to the mail cache and directly move to the depot once claimed. Optimizing the appearance of frequencies of red dot reminders so that they become less intrusive. Optimize the display of materials left in rare gathering sites. That's also a nice one, so you don't have to click on them every time. Optimize the control experience and making controller button remapping more comprehensive. Adding a quick claiming feature for cabin products and auto production setup for feature for production cabins aboard Dijon. Massive. Adding a quick claim feature for clues and auto clue placement features for the reception room aboard Dijon. Also a really nice one. Adding a remote quick claim feature for recycling stations that become available after meeting certain criteria. Big. This is also a really big one, because as of now, you always have to go to them, manually collect all the materials from them. And with this one, we could just probably do it from anywhere. So that's massive W. Combat. Optimizing visual cues and effects that appear when enemies are about to attack. I gotta see what this means in-game, because as of now, I don't really see the issue. Also, at least I don't have the issue with seeing the attacks, but okay. Optimizing teammate support in picking up drops and loot. Optimizing teammates following actions, movement, paths, and collision effects. Also nice. Optimizing the logic for exiting battles. So that probably just means you don't have to run as far to exit the combat, because as of now, you have to run a little bit for the enemies to give up. And there you have it. Again, quick update for tomorrow. Like, we have some really good changes in here, especially obviously this one. This is pretty massive. So let me know down below in the comments what you think. What is still missing in your opinion? Let me know. Subscribe for more Endfield's content, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.